Hello, welcome to my channel. In this episode, we have a question we want to provide an answer to. L is a straight line with an equation y equals to 2x minus 5, and C is also a graph with its equation y equals to 6x squared minus 25x minus 8. So we are to use algebra. So using algebra, find the coordinate of the point of intersection of the line L and the line C. So we know if the 2 points intersect, then solving their equation together simultaneously will produce the point of intersection. So we can see that we can equate the first equation to the second equation in order to find the point of intersection. But we can see that the first equation is in terms of y, is a linear equation. Then the second equation in terms of y here is also quadratic equation. If I ignore the y, I'll be having a quadratic equation. Ignoring this y will also give me a linear equation. So now, since I'm having y and y, for me to equate them, it must all be the same. Y must be equals to y. But in this case, this y is not equals y squared. So the best thing for me to do is to either make this by finding the square root of this to cancel the square, or to square this y so that the two equations will be y squared, y squared. Alright, so first of all, let's take the first equation. So for the equation or for the line L, we are going to square both sides. So squaring if I square both sides, it is going to be y squared equals to 2x minus 5 all what? Squared. I'm squaring both sides so that this y squared will not be the same as this y squared. So I can expand this to have my y squared equals to, if you have this, we square the first, meaning 2x squared will be 2 squared x squared. That will be 4x what? Squared. Then twice their product, or the product of this, is going to be 2x times 5. That will be 10x. Twice of that will be minus what? 20x. Then we square the last term, which is minus 5 squared, will be plus what? 25. So this is from the first equation, which has y squared. The second equation also has y squared. So where the two lines meet, it means that y squared will be equals to y squared. The y squared from the line L and the y squared for the line what? C. So my y squared for the L is giving us 4x squared minus 20x plus 25 equals to y squared from the C graph, and that will be 6x squared minus 25x minus what? 8. So since these two equations are equal, we are going to group like terms. That is x squared, x term, x term. So I'll be shifting all the terms in the left to the right. That is transposing them. Positive become negative at the other side. Negative become what? Positive. Alright. So now I'll be having 6x squared. Then this will become minus 4x. Maintaining minus 25x. Shifting this, becoming a positive 20x. Maintain your minus 8. Shift this, become minus 25. Since this is a square. So since we are having x squared, we subtract the coefficient. 6 minus 4 will give us 2x squared. This is minus 20 plus minus 25 plus 20. More or less like 20 minus 25, which will be a negative 5. Negative 5x. Then minus 8 minus 25, more or less like minus 8 plus minus 25, which is a double of those two numbers in negative, and that become minus 33. Don't forget, after subtracting 4x squared, adding 20x, subtracting 25 from here will be left with 0, meaning one side of the equation will become 0. And this becomes a quadratic equation, whereby we need to use this to multiply this, and that will be 66 but negative. So we are going to look at for factors of negative 66. When we add, we should be having something like what? A negative 5. Good. So the factors could be, since you are having 3 here, let's see, I have 11 times what? 6. 11, 6 is 66, right? But since we are having a negative, it means one of them must be what? Negative. Either negative 11 times 6 or 11 times negative 6. Then we take into account, we need negative 5. So which of these, if I add, I will get a negative 5. You consider 11 minus 6 will be positive 5. 6 minus 11 will give us negative 5. So my factors is going to be these two factors. So I'll have my answer in 2 brackets equals 0. Don't forget, I'm having x times x, right? Then I'll be using the factor 11, then the factor what? 6. But don't forget, we use this to multiply to get 66. So we divide those terms by that same 2. So over 2 over 2. So seeing these two brackets are equals to 0, it means either x equals to, okay, let me make it this way, x minus 11 over 2 equals to 0, or x plus, don't forget, this will give us 3 equals to 0. 6 divided by 2 will be 3. So here I'll be adding 11 on 2 to both sides, meaning x equals to 11 on 2, or x equals to a negative 3. Don't forget, what we have found is just the x coordinate. We are looking for a point, meaning we need the x coordinate and the y coordinate. So now let's substitute the values of x into any of the equations to get the value for y. But this will be the easiest equation to choose. So if I have x equals to 11 on 2, put into this, y will be equals to 2 multiplying x. 11 on 2 minus 5. And I believe that will be 22 divided by 2. That will still be 11. So I'll be having 11 minus 5. That will give us what? 6. So now here our point will now be x value, which is 11 on 2 and 6. Or better still, 5.5, then 6. That's the first point. Then we can also pick when x equals to minus 3, y will be equals to 2 minus 3 minus 5. Whereby, if you multiply this, you are going to have a negative 6, then minus what? 5. So that gives us negative 11. So the point of intersection of the two lines is going to be at the point 5.5 and 6, and that of x coordinate negative 3, y coordinate negative 11. So this is the point of intersection of the two lines. The point of intersection. So normally we equate the two equations together in order to find the x coordinate and the y coordinate. Thank you for watching. Like and share. Bye-bye.